Hello and welcome to Grey Dog FM. My name's Dave and today we're going to be looking at in this video Leeds United in the 17-18 season playing the Bielsa way. So we're looking at Bielsa's tactics. We're all very excited about this new free-flowing football that we're hopefully going to be seeing. So I thought I'd look back and see how we would have done with last season's squad, last season's fixtures, and just to get some sort of idea of where we might be this season. So first of all, we're going to look at the squad that we used in the Bielsa tactic, that being 3 centre-backs, 2 wing-backs, 1 holding midfield player, 1 attacking midfield player, number 10 role, and 3 forwards. So these are the players that generally we used during this Let's Play throughout the season 17-18, and in goal we had Felix Wiedewald, Andy Lonergan and Bailey Peacock-Farrell to choose from, and centre backs on the left side Liam Cooper and Lawrence de Bock, in centre Pontus Jansson, and on the right Matthew Pennington and Luke Ayling. We also used Gaetano Berardi as a right-sided centre back, but the game won't let me put him in that position, so he's showing as a right wing back. He also played there as well, as we'll see when we get to look at the games. So generally we had 5 centre backs, 6 including Berardi, to choose from for the 3 positions. So the wing backs then, on the right we had Luke Ayling, Vernon Anita or Berardi filling in that position, and on the left side again Anita, De Bock or Alioski. And the holding midfield player, he usually joins a 3 with these 2 wing backs, but as I've said, the system is very fluid and players can pop up all over the pitch, as we're seeing in the pre-season friendlies, anybody who's been watching them. So we've got Ewan O'Kane, Adam Forshaw or Ronaldo Vieira in that role. In the attacking midfielder role, or number 10, Samu Says, Pablo Hernandez. Also Kemal Roof has played in that position during the season. So the 3 forwards then, Pierre-Michel Lasogga is our target man and main striker. Also played in this position Pavel Cibicki, J. Roy Grott, Temitska, whatever his name is, and Oliver Sarkic played 1 game I think. On the left side we had Kemal Roof and Alioski when he wasn't playing wing back. And on the right side, Tyler Roberts. The game has got the database from the end of the 17-18 season. As we know, Tyler Roberts didn't play any games in that season, but he was available for this Let's Play series. Also, Sam Osei, Stuart Dallas and Hadi Sacco were available for the right-sided striking role. So that's basically the squad. Bielsa main tactic lined up as a 3-3-1-3. Although this Football Manager game calls it a 5-1-1-3, it classes the wing-backs as defenders. But generally in Bielsa's system, the wing-backs are playing further up the pitch and inverted. But we'll look at the tactic in detail a little bit later. So let's have a look at the squad and how many appearances, goals, etc., which will give you some sort of idea of how we did during the season. So here's the squad lined up in number of appearances. As you can see, Liam Cooper was the captain, made 48 appearances and 1 sub, 6.83 rating. Pontus Jansson, 48 appearances. Kemal Roof, 47 appearances, 3 subs. Look at this though, 27 goals, 27 assists. That's how much the role made a difference to him. Felix Wiedewald was the goalkeeper for most of the time and played quite well, made some saves when necessary, so the system must have helped him out. 46 games. Adam Forshaw, 42 and 1 sub, 4 goals, 4 assists. Pierre-Michel Lasogga was the top scorer, 40 appearances, 4 subs, 32 goals, a lot more than he did actually score in real life, and 11 assists and an average of 7.46. And Pablo Hernandez, 39 appearances, 10 subs, 12 goals, 6 assists. Alioski, 38 appearances, 5 subs, 4 goals and quite a lot of assists from that wing back position, 13 assists. And Luke Ayling, 37 and 4 subs, 3 goals, 7 assists. Again, wing-back position, creating assists. That's where we'll see with this Bielsa tactic that the wing-backs provide the width and the crosses to get into the 3 forwards. Calvin Phillips was actually out on loan, as we'll see later, so those appearances there they're not attributed to Leeds. Samo says 29 appearances, 17 subs, 9 goals, 9 assists. So in and out of performances by Samu in this season. Tyler Roberts, 29 appearances, 9 subs, 19 goals, being one of the 3 forwards. We'll see generally we had Lasogga, Roof and Roberts as the 3 forwards. So as you can see, the goals, 32 for Lasogga, 27 for Roof and 19 for Roberts. 19 from 29 starts. I hope he does replicate that this season. And 11 assists as well. So plenty of goals will give you an idea of how well we did this season. Matthew Pennington, 21 appearances, 4 subs, 1 goal. Vernon Anita, 20 appearances, 9 subs, 3 goals, 3 assists. J. Roy Grott, 16 appearances and 1 sub, 5 goals. Gaetano Berardi, 15 appearances, 13 subs, 3 assists. Stuart Dallas, 10 appearances, 14 subs, 4 goals, 2 assists. Lauren DeBock, 10 appearances, 12 as a sub and 1 assist. We're getting down to players that were in and out of the team. A lot of flexibility and a lot of rotation with the team went on. Ewan O'Kane, 8 appearances, 18 subs, 2 goals, 3 assists. Bailey Peacock Farrell, 4 appearances. Hadi Sacco, 2 appearances and 4 subs and 1 goal. Ronaldo Vieira, 1 appearance, 7 subs. Jabicki, 3 subs. Temutskov Kun, we'll call him. I think that's what everybody calls him. 3 subs and 1 goal. Oliver Sarkic, 1 sub. And other players that didn't actually play were Osin Boy and Andy Lonigan. Didn't make any appearances at all. So that's basically, as you can see, the morale exceptional. Players were happy, rotated, kept happy, and generally everyone played their part in this season. So that's the squad and appearances. Let's look at the transfers. As I said, it was basically the player database as at the end of 17-18 season, but further to that, I made the decision to let players go out on loan. Not really major players. Conor Shaughnessy went out to Plymouth on loan for the season in July. August, Tyler Denton went to Accrington, and Calvin Phillips, that's a major change from last season. Calvin Phillips was quite a regular player, but in this game, in this Let's Play, Calvin Phillips went out to QPR on loan for the season and played quite regular. In January, Kalabekiban was sent to Italy on loan for Empoli. J. Grott went to MK Dons and Osimboy Palermo. So loan players. We didn't get any transfers in. As I say, I tried to keep the team as similar to the team that played last season, so there were no transfers in. So that's the transfers. We'll look at the game instructions then, what we actually did in the games to replicate Bielsa's tactics. This is a team that turned out most often, or regular shall we say. Wiedeval was in goal, and as I said previously, played quite well. The 3 centre-backs, Cooper on the left, Janssen in the middle and Pennington on the right, and Ayling as a right wing-back, as an inverted wing-back. Same on the left side for Alioski, an inverted wing-back. Different to an ordinary wing-back, the inverted wing-back has a lot more work to do, covers the insides as well. So Forshaw was the deep-lying playmaker on defence. In the number 10 are Enganche, which is Argentinian, quite apt seeing as we're dealing with Marcelo Bielsa. Enganche means hook in Argentinian, or it's the number 10 role. It joins in all this central section to the 3 attackers. So we had Marcelo Bielsa, who turned out to be the top scorer during the season as target man on support. Roof on the left, a complete forward on attack, and Roberts on the right, an advance forward on attack. So on the bench then we had Peacock Farrell, Berardi, Nita has played all across this middle three early part of the season. De Bock has played wing back and the left-sided defender. O'Kane generally comes on for Forshaw when he's not available or towards the end of the game. Dallas has sometimes we've adjusted the system and played him as a winger. Sometimes he's played as an advance forward. Saiz has played central midfielder in Ganche, and he's also played in these two forward positions, either in the middle or to the right. So we're playing what's classed as a 5-1-1-3 wing back on Football Manager, and attacking. Mentality is attacking, and team shape is very fluid, which gives us the players moving more or less anywhere they want on the field, as long as other players are filling in for them. The team instructions we had were short passing, play out of defence, work the ball into the box, use the offside trap, be more expressive, roam from positions, which is part of the fluidity of the tactic. A much higher tempo, so the players need to be very fit to carry this out, and I think we'll see this season with Leeds United. Close down much more to stop the opposition building up. If you want to see more about Bielsa's tactics, you can look at a YouTube video which is by Tifo Football, Tactics Bielsa, a very good video that goes through this in more detail. I want to also play credit to LUFC Data on Twitter, who put me in touch with that video, and also the stats on Bielsa and a bit more about his formation. So check out those two guys to find out more information. The other thing was prevent short goalkeeper distribution, so that we don't let the opposition play out at the back. What we based on beginning pre-season was getting the tactics familiarity right, getting the team knowing what each other was doing. I'm going to look at the actual games now and run through the fixtures. We started out with pre-season friendlies. This was basically getting used to the tactics and working the players fairly hard. 3-0 against Zulte Waregem. A quite easy game. Chibiki got 2 and J-Roy Grot, so we didn't play the first team in that first one. Chesterfield away 1-0, Luton away 1-1, Spennymoor away 3-1, so not the best of opposition. Much the same as Leeds have played this pre-season. And the final game was a 1-1 draw away to Shrewsbury. And then we went into the first game of the season, away to Bolton. It was a 1-1 draw, quite disappointing actually. So things didn't start off that well. Players still getting used to the system. We went into the Carabao Cup first round and lost at Accrington. It was a much weakened team that I put out in that one. Wanted to get out of the cup really. Preston at home 1-1, and then we got a first win home to Fulham 3-1. Let's just look at the details of that one. Pierre-Michel Lasogga, Paudy O'Connor and an own goal. We got off to a bad start. Floyd Aitey scored in the first minute, but 3-1 we beat Fulham. And Sunderland away, we went on quite a run there. We went on 5 wins. We played a friendly match during the international break just to keep players happy that weren't playing in the internationals. So Sunderland away 4-2, Forest away 2-0, 1-0 friendly win. Burton at home 3-0, Birmingham at home 3-1, and Millwall away, usually not a very good place for us to go. We won 2-0. Draw with Ipswich at home 1-1. Cardiff away, a good win 2-1. And then we lost our first league game on the 30th of September away to Sheffield Wednesday, local derby. We lost 2-1. Let's just look at that game. And there we go. Stephen Fletcher scored 30th minute, made it 2-0 in 53. Roof got one back on 56, but first defeat of the season there, 2-1. Then Reading at home 3-2, Bristol away 2-1, Sheffield United a draw 3-3 at home, Derby at home 2-1, Brentford away 1-1, Middlesbrough at home 3-3. Very high scoring goals, as well as scoring goals. What we'll find is that defensively we get caught out on numbers sometimes and let goals in. So Wolves away 3-2, that was a fantastic win, was that. Wolves, one of the top teams in the division, as in real life. Barnsley away 6-1. what a win that was. Villa at home 3-1, QPR away 3-3, Norwich at home 1-1, Hull home 3-0, Burton a couple of defeats, then Burton away 4-2, we let goals in twice, let 4 goals in, Burton away 4-2, Birmingham away 4-3, and then we got back on track with a 4-0 win home to Forest. The FA Cup third round, Ipswich, by the way, did well this season. We drew 0-0 with a weakened side away, and then beat them 4-1 with a slightly stronger team at home. Sorry, that was the league game, the 4-1, and then we beat them in the replay more or straight after that, 2-0 at home. Millwall at home 3-2, and then we played Chelsea in the fourth round away. We played quite a strong team, but Chelsea, good side, we lost 3-0. Hull away 3-2, Cardiff at home we lost 2-1, Sheffield United away 4-2, Bristol City at home 5-1. Let's have a look at that game. So Bristol City at home 5-1. Bristol actually took the lead on 22 minutes, then Tyler Roberts 45th minute injury time first half, and then a quick 10-minute hat-trick, 51 minutes, we were 3-1 up. Lasogga 63 minutes, and Dallas got an injury time. 5th goal in the 93rd minute. Then we lost a couple of games. We seemed to lose like 2 games in a row, quite a lot. 3-2 at Derby and 2-1 at home to Brentford. We then had a great 4-1 win at Middlesbrough and a 4-1 win home to Wolves. That was a really purple patch here. 4-1 Middlesbrough away, 4-1 Wolves at home, 6-2 away to Reading. Then Sheffield Wednesday, a bit of a bogey tide. They beat us on their ground and got a 1-1 draw. Played a friendly again during the international break, and we beat Shamrock Rovers 5-0. Bolton, we drew with them first game of the season, and we drew again, so 2 draws against Bolton, 1-1 at home this time. Fulham away 4-2, Sunderland at home 5-2, Preston away 6-0, 6-0 away to Preston. Let's just look at the details of that one. So 6-0, 3rd minute Lasogga, 4th minute Hernandez, we were 2 up after 4 minutes, 47 minutes Kemaruf made it 3-0, 51 Pablo Hernandez made it 4-0, 5-0 for Lasogga, and Hernandez another one, 6-0 after 71 minutes, and a really good performance there. 2,951 away fans. I think we'd take more than that in real life. I've heard that before. So that's one thing that FM needs to sort out, the crowds. Leeds away following on here is pretty poor. Towards the end of the season, we actually, I'll let the cat out of the bag, we actually won the title after that Preston game. We could be caught, but our goal difference was such that we had about 20 odd goals in hand, so we'd have had to lose the last 4 games by 5 and the next team win theirs. So we got the point that we needed to make it mathematically certain, away to Villa 1-1, and we'd won the title then, and 1 or 2 players came in and started wanting improved contracts. They were on fairly long contracts, but they wanted improved contracts because they got to the Premier. They were saying they were better players, so I upset 1 or 2 of them, tried to say let's wait to the end of the season. So we actually lost 2 games in a row there. We lost 4-2 at home to Barnsley, who were fighting against relegation, and 3-1 away to Norwich. So a bit of a downer really towards the end of the season. We probably didn't get as many points as we should have done. And then the final game of the season, The crowd were out in force and we beat QPR 2-1 at home. So those were the games. Let's look at the final table then. So there we go, 46 games, 28 won, 10 draws, 8 lost, 126 goals scored and 71 against. As you see, 71 against, as Hull down in 6th, but all the others, if you look at Norwich in 5th, 36 goals against. We certainly concede a lot more. Goal difference of 55 being 19 in front of Wolves, who on the last day of the season sneaked in on the automatic promotion. But we won the league by 8 points, so let's hope we can replicate that this season. And Bielsa's tactics on Football Manager 18 certainly seem to work. So Fulham were in second place going into the last game of the season, but Wolves nicked it from them. They went in the playoffs with Ipswich, Norwich and Hull, and Ipswich got through to the Premier League on the playoffs. Relegated Sheffield United, Barnsley and Millwall. Sheffield United only on goal difference, but 10 goals difference between them and Reading. Surprisingly, teams near the bottom half being Middlesbrough and Villa Cardiff, who got promoted in real life. There we go, 8 point. We won the league by, and it could have been more, but for those players wanting those contracts and me upsetting them. But Bielsa's tactics certainly seem to work in Football Manager 18. So there you go. If you've enjoyed this video, give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe for more Football Manager, and thank you very much for watching.